once again get cracking. How are you all doing on this fine and glorious and wonderful and gloomy and drizzly and rainy Thursday afternoon? Fantastic and wonderful, I hope. And if you'll excuse me for just a second, I am still feeling a little trepidatious about this, so let's double check. Test, test. Okay, alright, I hear that. Now, in theory, you know what I probably should do? Because I'm actually recording 15 seconds before, well, the first 15 seconds of the video I usually chop off. That's why you usually see me like this when the video starts. That's not me just doing the sign or something. That's me doing a countdown. And that's when I chop it off. So actually what I should do is I should record and do this check before I do the countdown. Smart. Smart. Yeah, it's only taken me a couple months to figure that one out. Yeah, well, I never said I was the quickest rabbit in the race, the sharpest knife in the drawer. I merely implied that I was the best looking knife in the drawer and the best looking in the race. Implied, of course. I don't say that. Other people say it, but I don't say it. How y'all doing? It is Thursday, what is it, the 20th? So we got the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 5 days till Christmas. And for me personally, only one more day of work, of the 9 to 5 work. I mean, I'm still going to do my freelancer stuff, but that's not really work. It is my pleasure to provide content to you, my loyal and wonderful and awesome viewers. It's my pleasure to provide content. It's stressful sometimes when things don't work, and let me pull this in a little bit closer and make sure it's still picking up. Alright, so what are we doing? Aside from wasting time, not wasting time, this is bonding time between you and me and whatever future historians have stumbled across these videos while trying to do research on the great man of the 21st century. How you doing? You know, they're on my good side. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and set things up. Shake this down. Y'all doing good and fine? You got your plans for Christmas all good and ready and squared away? I certainly hope so. Actually, you know, I think that's probably what I'm going to be doing a lot today, is just thinking about that. Especially while things are loading. And we'll dig into that in just a second. But, yeah, wow. Summer just flew by. Absolutely flew by. I mean, normally it flies by fast anyway, but with me starting my new project, I guess that sped things up mentally. You remember when you were a kid? The Christmas vacation, it took forever for Christmas vacation to start, and then Christmas vacation took forever to get to Christmas Day, and Christmas vacation lasted forever, and it was great and awesome and wonderful. Yeah, I remember those days. But they are way, way past me, because I have no intention of ever going back to school again. I'd always kind of briefly toyed with the idea of, like, I became fabulously wealthy. I would have, like, a part-time job for 6 months of the year, and then for the other 6, I'd enroll in, like, college or something. You know, take a semester of stuff. Just for giggles. There's actually a guy I knew in college. That's not necessarily what he did. I forgot how he came about it, but I guess he used to work for United, and he either got a pension or a disability claim or something like that. And so he and his buddy had like a small part-time computer repair shop, but he would just take classes, you know, 1 or 2 during a semester. Cool guy. What was his name? Jeff. Jeff something. I wonder if he's still alive. That's how long ago it's been since I was in school. Alright, let's see. What were we doing? I know we were doing something with the UI. I know exactly what I was doing, but let's work through it. No need for me to just jump right into it. You know, a little teasing, a little playing. Yes. The template for the parallax template. That's what we were working on. Alright, LS. Let's make sure that's the one that's open. That would have been the quickest way for me to verify that that was the one I was working on, because Visual Studio goes back to the last project you get working. And if I remember correctly, I already did npm init, and I already did the permission change. Let us double check the permission change. I think it is install. It was install. No, it was just install. Okay. chmod read write x read x. Okay, that's 7+. I'm sure Unix guys would be like, you really need to lock down those permissions. I'm like, you blow up my Ubuntu box. Big deal. That means I just have to rebuild it again, and I get all those episodes of content again. It's great. Not that I would leave this thing wide open, but still. Well, if we have permissions, that means we just need to start it up. So that would be sudo./install.sh. Oh, I should have typed that out. Was that right? Yes, that's right. And now we are off to the races. Yee-haw! And now I give you the Freelancer Joe song and dance. Watch the hand. Watch the hand. Pay no attention to the screen. Actually, if I was a bit more of a showman, I would whip up one of those Matrix screensaver things instead of this. I'm feeling good. It's Thursday, and as you know, previously on my old project, I would absolutely love Thursdays because it would feel like Friday to me. And it doesn't feel quite as much like Friday, of course, now, because I still have a full day to go tomorrow. But it's still Friday tomorrow, so that should make me happy today. Plus, as you can tell, jacked, especially the pectoral area and the tricep area. Today was bench press. And let me see, it was week 8. Ideally, I would have pushed for a little more extra weight, but since I skipped the first half, and I really am thinking that the injuries, especially the lower back, are kind of getting to the point where it's like, it's a little too much. I'm dialing it back down to basically the weight I want to pick back up when I resume training again. So that'll be that for the bench press today, and then for deadlift tomorrow. Yesterday I did squats, and that one I actually pushed the weight up, which is fine because I've been taking it really easy on the squats. Really easy for me is no doubt Herculean to many people. Actually, what was it? I saw it was like only 48% of people do any weight training at all, or any exercise at all, or something like that. That's not good. That's not good at all. You really should do some form of physical activity. Unless, of course, you have a fairly vigorous job. But yeah, I think an 8-week training cycle is just a little bit too much. I mean, maybe if I was either A, younger, or B, if I was actually eating for a longer training cycle, then I could do it. But I'm not eating to train. I'm eating to lose weight, so as to slim down, as it were. Yeah, slim down, not really lose weight. I mean, I guess there isn't much of a difference, but you know, you can lose weight by losing muscle mass, and that's not what I want to do. I want to trim down. Yeah, trim down. Trim the fat. I want to go to grade A top choice cut, not not the butcher's special ground beef, 70% lean, 30% fat. Yeah, trim down, trim down. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, I think once I have to find the right target weight that I want to be at, and then I have to find a proper diet that can actually maintain it. And that's really well, that's not so hard. See, the thing is, I know what I can actually eat, and I don't really have to restrain how much I eat. It's more about what types of things I eat. I mean, if I went whole hog on, like, you know, fat and protein, I'd be fine. I really would. My body would be perfectly fine. Wouldn't gain any weight at all. Maybe the initial push, but after that it would balance out. Problem is, that's still that still requires discipline, and eventually you're going to get that craving. And when that craving kicks in, and if you break down, and I pretty much always do, then the weight goes back up. And going back to that previous diet of, meat and fats, whatever, it's not conducive for me anymore to losing weight. I have to go to the other extreme, which is the diet that I'm on now. Very, very, very annoying. So, I mean, just for an example, what was it? So this past weekend, it was a cheat. I was basically off the diet for 2 days. Really only 36 hours. 36 hours. And I still have not fully recovered from it. In fact, I wager I probably won't recover from it until Saturday morning. So for a 36-hour window of non-discipline, and it's not like I was eating that entire time. I was only eating at certain points, about 36 hours. Takes me roughly 6 days of solid discipline throughout the entire week. And that's even worse because, you look at it, I only eat one meal a day, right? So that's 6 days, so 6 meals, right? And I probably only ate like 3 times during that 36-hour meal or window. So 36 hours of indulgence requires 6 days of discipline. And it's not like I was constantly indulging myself, like I said. Maybe only had like 3 meals during that 36-hour window. And then to pay for it, I have to have 6 days of constant discipline. Just working through hunger, training through hunger, waking up being hungry. And then now at this new workplace, right? And my old workplace was actually pretty good. I was in an office that was pretty much like the furthest away from the kitchen, and there were a couple empty offices next to me. But now where I'm at, it's a much smaller, more confined place, and I'm practically next to the kitchen, so I smell everything everybody's cooking, and I can name it down to like, the maker of the frozen food at this point, which is much more exacerbated when I am hungry. Although, to be fair, this week the hunger pangs really didn't kick in until Wednesday, so it's only been 2 days. But tomorrow's not going to be pleasant either. And my office mate, cool guy, but he has breakfast, he has a mid-morning snack, he has lunch, and he has I would say mid-afternoon. I don't know if it's a meal or a snack per se, because he does the frozen meals, or he does like a single serving kind of thing. So I mean, it's the exact calorie count I think that would be for maintenance, but so I got to deal with smelling food all day that I can't eat, and even when I get home, I still have to train before I eat, and then when I eat, it's definitely not that kind of stuff that I've been smelling all day and craving. Though to be fair, once I actually eat, the craving goes away. So that's all psychological. I do not like not having this unhealthy relationship with food. I really, this is unfortunate. Be better if I had a personal cook. Although I did do, for a while there, I tried Diet to Go. That was pretty good at first, but eventually my body adapted, and it didn't have the necessary breakdown. Like I said, when I talked about my maintaining weight, the food has to be made up a certain way, as in heavily on fat, moderately on protein, and like practically no carbs. I mean, like none at all. A cracker would be too many carbs for me. And it's not that I'm diabetic or anything. It's just that As soon as I get that one cracker in there, my body says, "Oh, oh, it's time to gain weight. Let's go, let's go." I tell you, I do really good in um, periods of booms and busts, if that was the case. But mm. Oh, but here I have spent the past 10 minutes talking about my diet. That's probably not the most entertaining. I didn't start the Freelancer Joe Health channel because the other thing is, I mean, you have to figure out what works for you. I mean, some people, I mean, they have no issues at all. Other people, what I'm saying would be the exact opposite of what they need to do. In fact, a buddy of mine, he went pure vegan, and he says it's working great for him. I couldn't do that. Not because I have this thing against being vegan. I mean, I do, but that's not the reason. No, it's actually because dark greens have a salutary effect on me. I enjoy them. You give me some collard greens with some hot sauce, or you stir fry some spinach and coconut oil with some soy sauce and sesame oil. It's good stuff. Good stuff. But ironically enough, healthy eating like that triggers gout in me. Which most people say, oh, they think it's like shellfish or organ meats or drinking too much fatty foods. For me, no, not at all. It's dark greens. And that's not, well, the fact that I can come down with the gout isn't too surprising because I know both of my grandparents have it, grandfathers have it. One of his is triggered by shellfish, which is not an issue for me. But the other one, on my father's side, he actually very healthy eater, but gout would occasionally get him too. And I think he would blame like the fatty foods and whatever too, but I suspect he actually has the same thing that I have, which is it's the dark greens, because he had his own garden, he grew his own things, and he had plenty of dark leafy greens. And I suspect that's actually what tripped him most of the time. All right, we are at Redux and React, so we should be almost good to go. What am I doing the rest of the day? Well, after this, of course, well, Friday's the chore day. Do I feel like doing my chores today? That's a good. Honestly, I don't. Yeah. No, I need to have my mental energy to slog through tomorrow, which is a very unfortunate way to think. I mean, every day is a blessing. Every hour, every minute. You should be doing something good with it. And yet, to have the mental attitude of going through an entire day just trying to survive, especially in an office environment, and I should be more thankful about that, that I have a job in an office as opposed to me out in the field scavenging for stuff, or not scavenging, scrambling for stuff, or like those poor folks in other countries who live in junkyards salvaging things, just trying to find stuff to eat. Perspective. See, now that makes me feel bad that I'm even thinking that way. Such is human nature. It's very easy for us to lose perspective. But even if I say these things and I know these things, it's still that hard wiring that's triggering it, and that's very difficult to overcome. Well, I'll save my chores for tomorrow. Actually, what I might do today after this is another Banking with Joe episode. Probably just run a strike, I think. I cleared out the Gambit Weekly Challenge. Not that I've recorded a Gambit episode for you guys. And I think I only have 2 Crucible matches, and I'm definitely not going to record a Crucible match for you guys because that's going to be me swearing the entire time. I played one match yesterday, and I swear this guy just always found me. I mean, there are like 10 other players on the field, 5 of whom should have been shooting at the guy, and yet he always somehow managed to find me. And it's like the guy was just a much better shot than I was. I couldn't do nothing. Well, I did do something. I died a lot. But you know, it's matches like those that make me say, ah, really, really, why am I going through this? There's only one reason I went. Well, two reasons I went through it. One was for the powerful gear, working towards the weekly challenge for the powerful gear, and two was because of a dawning bounty. So, well, I mean, as soon as I hit the max power level, there's not going to be much of a reason for me to go back into the Crucible. Well, I'm still trying to master work that Vigilance Wing, I guess. But making any progress on that is highly dependent upon the map. And that's the thing I'm not really fond about the Crucible, is just, it's all highly dependent upon other things. There's not much you can do. I mean, if you're matched up against a stacked team, you know, in a map that's not conducive to your loadout, I mean, okay, fine, change your loadout, but in my case, I'm trying to do something with a specific weapon. And, you know, even if I did change the loadout, you're still against a stacked team. And if your team is a bunch of people like me, it's not going to do you much good. It's going to be a pure stomp. I probably would feel a little bit better about it if they actually gave more tokens. Like, for every match you completed, they gave you 5, like they do in a strike. But it's just 1. Well, 1 if you lose, which means most of the time I only get 1. 2 if you win. Alright, so it looks like we have finished the install, so let's see if it starts up. Finally do something related to Freelancer Nom. See, the mental. Subconsciously, I'm desiring the foods. So let's start it up. Should start up quick. I think I've noticed that too. Not only does the web camera handle higher resolution, okay, a little bit better, and there it's not doing so well. Oh, no, there it's better. But I think it starts up faster too. Although now that I'm saying this, I wonder if actually the resolution issue was not so much the virtual guest, the guest OS, as it was the webcam itself. It's possible the driver for the Logitech is better than the driver for my internal camera. All those options to consider. Okay, so it came up. Let's move this out of the way. Let's see if, oh yes, we still got the parallax going. I like that. I like that a lot. See if the external link still works. I don't see why it shouldn't. Alright, that still works. I wonder why I didn't fix that. I thought I fixed that. See, that F should be a circle. I could have sworn I fixed that. Well, that's more technical debt. So let's write that down. Right? Now, still getting used to that sidebar. Did that go on to README? I think it goes on to README. Actually, that is a little slow. I probably need to check on the other guys too, the other templates. Technical debt. Alright, so we've got the social link. Actually, it's Facebook in particular. Facebook hover circle. That's one. Let me see. Let's see if the other pages work. View home, view 1, view 1's there, good. View 2, view 2's there, view 3, view 3's there, good. Not a circle. Yeah, definitely that Facebook. Alright, let's take a look at the console just to see if there are any errors or warnings. Alright, looking good, looking good. Alright, so other than the typography variant, okay. Typography variant. All right, so that's working. Good. Let's go ahead and commit it. And git commit -am Ubuntu install. Did I spell Ubuntu correctly? Ubuntu. I mean, if I'm going to enjoy saying the word, I might as well say it correctly. Alright, so let's double check. Hello CD. Let's check the template sidebar. See if that was working right. Oh, yeah. Alright, before we do that, let's go back to the parallax sidebar. And if we're going to commit, we might as well push it. Git push. Password. Alright, now let's go back to the sidebar. Start it up. Oh, that's empty. I'm thinking I might be able to crack into the watermelons by tomorrow. That'll be nice. I'll have to make sure to stock up this weekend for my trip to my super secret location. Okay, that's up. And I was looking at, I should also check my website too while I'm at it. That's taking a little bit longer than I would have expected. But it's coming up. Okay. Alright, there we go. And see, the circle on that's fine. Okay, so it's just the sidebar. Nope. There, see? It's on this one too. Okay. So I must have fixed it for one, but not for the other. Alright, so let's go ahead and add this technical debt to see, file, open folder. This is how we're going to keep track of it. Sidebar. Okay. I don't think I pushed that, did I? Oh, that's fine. I mean, if it affects one, it probably affects the others, so I'm okay with that. Where did I put it? This is a large workspace, really? That seems unusual. It didn't seem that big. I could have sworn I added that comment for technical debt. I must have put it in demo. No, not demo, my website. Maybe I didn't think I had technical debt for the others. I probably didn't, to be honest. No. Control C. Yes, handle for large. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, handles. Why is it always handles? $8192. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and make this change. No, I guess you probably wouldn't be surprised how often you see that particular issue. But it's interesting that I run into that a lot. Actually, this is the first time I've seen it in my VirtualBox environments. These VirtualBox environments, I should say. My personal VirtualBox environments. Okay, do I have to be sudo for this? Probably. sysctl.conf. I assume you got to be root to handle this. /etc/ /sysctl.conf. I don't know. We're past the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to wrap this up for now. It doesn't seem to break anything, but it's a minor thing to adjust, and it will provide me with some future content. So, yay! Cool kid words about liking and subscribing, commenting, and suggesting. And I hope you join me tomorrow for Gaming with Joe, the episode which I recorded on Tuesday. But I think it's a pretty decent one. Sorta. At least it's still during the dawning, so there's different things to see. If you don't join me for that, I hope you join me on Saturday when it's time for Drinks with Joe. But until the next time you join me, I hope that you take care and God bless.